Your Excellencies, all protocols observed, permit me to introduce these wonderful, beautiful, lovely, fantastic children. You know, we are a little group of 10 because we have a dream. These children have a target. They're actually presenting a film. The film is about a sickle cell girl who is Julie by name and has a big dream of becoming an international violinist and opera singer. But the question is this: can Julie achieve her dream despite her health situation as a sickler? That is what we are trying to do in shooting the very first Nigerian children's film. So if you have enjoyed this presentation, support us in this cause so that the film will be a reality. Thank you.
We didn't hear the names of the children. Can they come forward quickly and mention their names and walk off stage? Please, quickly, quickly, quickly. We need to hear their names. Children, please introduce yourselves and walk off stage quickly.
My name is Ituna Atere. I'm 6 years old.
She's 6 years old.
My name is Shalom Emeka Oji. I'm 9 years old.
She's 9.
My name is Oinka Atere. I'm 8 years old.
This is our Julie in the film Julie Darling.
My name is Sabina. I'm 8 years old.
My name is Borolanida and I'm 9 years old.
My name is Bethel. My name is George. My name is Bethel Georgia Martin and I'm 6 years old.
6 years old. And finally, she hasn't introduced herself.
My name is Faith Ikpot. I'm 9 years old.
She's 9 years old.
I am Taiwo Adekoye, a filmmaker by training and a music
director. Thank you very much indeed. A round of applause for the orchestra, Julie Darling. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, would like to crave your indulgence to make a few more recognitions before we proceed with this program tonight. I'd like to welcome and greet the representative of the Chief of Naval Staff, Commodore S.C. Hongia Poko. Where are you, sir? We want to thank you for coming to join us tonight. Thank you very much indeed. I'd like to welcome and greet the representative of the Director General of the Consumer Protection Council, who took an interest in this project. We want to thank you for coming. Where are you? I don't get to see the person. Well, we know that they're in the hall. Mr. Aminu Suleiman Takuma of the Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission, Mr. Aliyu A.S. Eradua, Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, First Alliance Pension and Benefit. Where are you, sir? Mr. Aliyu Eradua, thank you very much. Alhaji Abbaji Yarima, Managing Director, CEO, Yarimag Global Limited. Thank you for coming, sir. Mrs. Francisca Edayere of the Universal Basic Education Commission, Abuja. All the stakeholders in education are here tonight. Mohammed Usman, Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, Africa Petroleum PLC. Malam Mohammed Usman is in the house. We thank you for coming. Mr. Ajayi is representing Alhaji Hassan Dankwambo, Accountant General of the Federation. Thank you for coming, sir. Thank you very much indeed. Good to see you. I'd like to welcome Omo Asenokai, representing Ms. Victoria Okoje, Nigeria Library Association. Thank you for coming. I'd like to recognize Maureen. Maureen is in the house and she's representing His Excellency, the former Governor of Benue State, Senator George Akume. Is Maureen in the house? There she is. That's Maureen over there. We want to thank you for coming, Maureen. We appreciate your presence at this distinguished gathering. And finally, I'd like to recognize the representative of the Director General of SMEDAN. Alero is in the house. Director General of SMEDAN's representative is here. And that is to tell our hosts and Your Excellency, ma'am, that we are indeed represented here by one and many, by several and a collective who believe in the collective dream of children. And we believe that if Her Excellency, the First Lady, Hajia Toure Yaradua, did not have this etched in her heart, she would not have asked you, such a distinguished personality, to join us tonight. Let's hear it for the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is time now, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to bring you the documentary on last year's winners. We want to see where they've been, what they are doing, and how the winning of this prestigious Indomie Independence Day Award for Heroes of Nigeria has impacted on their lives. The documentary will be shown to you shortly, and you can take from it a lot of lessons for today's event. The documentary.
Kano State, the commercial nerve center of the North, is one of the most populated cities in Nigeria. Out of this population emerged two young stars recognized for their heroic acts by Dufil Prima Foods PLC, makers of the #1 selling noodles in Nigeria, Indomie instant noodles. Khalil's courage knew no bound as the 14-year-old ran into a burning house to save his younger sister. He escaped the fire with his sister but sustained serious burns.
Since the Indomie Award, I have a lot of changes in my entire
Before we used to pay the school fees, but now everything the Indomie company has taken care of that. His school fees, his books, his computers, everything you think of.
On getting this award, so I changed him from Kano Capital to Prime College. This Prime College is one of the best schools in Kano. So Khalil is performing wonderful.
Ever since Khalil was given this scholarship, Khalil has improved in his school, in his activities.
It's a relief on my side, both the mother and my side. You see, it's a relief. And now Khalil is trying so much in the school.
From that school he is going, due to the teaching and the quality of education he is having there, Khalil can perform better. Even now, Khalil is the one teaching some people something like this computer.
It has been easier for them, I think, for my school fees and for books and other tests that pertain my school activities.
On behalf of me, my family, friends and everybody, and Khalil himself, to appreciate and thank the Indomie company for giving Khalil that opportunity.
I've learned that anything you're going to do, you should just trust yourself and believe in yourself. And if you do anything good, you shall get a very good thing. You know, my friend used to tell me that they saw me on NTA and on AIT also. So I just feel very happy that now, I saw it even myself that I'm on NTA, and I was really very happy. And also, you see now, if you type my name even on the internet, Khalil Bala, you just see me appear.
From being just an ordinary boy, because of his bravery, Indomie transformed his life so much that he attends one of the best schools in Kano. His aspiration and goals are so high that he wants to go to India for his tertiary education.
Indomie has really helped me a lot in my life because it has made me reach where I never think I'm going to be.
Who said girls don't have courage? Moving to another area in Kano, A moving car was about to hit a young boy playing when his sister Dorcas ran and pushed him away, saving him from being hit by the car. Dorcas Ayodele is indeed a heroine, our very own Indomie heroine.
My name is Dorcas Ayodele. Oh, thank God for Indomie. My education is better.
Since this award came in, our life has been transformed.
Anytime I come back from school, I have a lesson teacher that teach me.
Out of the other children I have, she's the one that is moving forward gradually now.
The care that Indomie is showing to her is also making us be more caring, not only our parents, not only our younger ones, even to neighbors.
I enjoy the award because it helps me a lot. Before, when I want to pay the school fees, I find it difficult. But now, when she has won that award, I find it easy. Before the school asks for the school fees, I do pay on time. And since then, each time I saw the Indomie, either motor or passing by the company premises, my heart used to pray for them.
Thank God for the discovery of Indomie, for discovering that kids like this could do things even what adults, not even the parent, because if I'm in her shoes, I doubt if I'll be able to do what she did. But I thank God for her life, and I thank God for the company that is recognizing such heroic heart. I want to say more kudos to Indomie, more grace to your elbow. As you've done this, we pray that what you've done would encourage many more other youths or Nigerian youths to do more, to carry out such heroic heart, to save lives and to help others.
Dorcas before, she at times in the education she find it slow down in the education, but now since I has won this award, even the more book that she needs, I provide it, and she's not lacking anything. And from there, she pick up.
I learned that we should be kind, we should have sympathy on people, we should care for people, we should help people when they are in need. I like to tell people around that they should help their brothers, anything that happens, we should be kind.
From being just another student to an extraordinary student, Dorcas can't thank Indomie enough for all they have done in our life. Wow, incredible, isn't it? So is Indomie. Here in Alagbole, in the center of excellence, lives a young man who is physically challenged. Razak, despite his disability, has an outstanding ability. He is a cobbler with apprentices.
Changes in the share, but the fellow along with the get on machine, the fellow Indomie. So it's easy for me. They let my share. While I'm that you are to Duku, níwọ̀n tí àyè tún gbà mí láti ṣiṣẹ́ tí mo bá fẹ́ ṣe so àyè yàtọ̀ tẹ̀ wá ní. èmi pa ó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ because lọ́wọ́ yẹn tó ti pínyàn ti ní ètò àwọn standard jù báyìí lọ so tí ẹ bá lọ pé kì í báyìí mo fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan mi o wọ́n á rí i pé ok o tẹ̀ stand àwọn lè tọ́wọ́n bá tẹ̀lé sọ́tọ̀ yẹn wọ́n fún ẹ́ díẹ̀ báyìí so ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ bí ó yẹ tó mú mi improve so.
so àsìkò tí àwọn ìnáwọ́de ti àwọn Indomie yìí ṣe inú wa dùn lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ láti gbọ́ irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yìí torí pé oríire náà ló jẹ́ fún wa ní àdúgbò torí gbogbo alamọ condition tí àkáǹtì wà.
really appreciate Indomie kan pẹ̀lú award tí wọ́n fún wọn nítorí ó help wa at least pé báyìí sáré sọ̀tún sáré sósì ó dópin wọ́n help wa gan so mo dẹ̀ appreciate pé wọ́n kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ máa ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́.
Trusting and believing in his ability, Indomie provided for Rasak a safe haven, and for this he is eternally grateful to Indomie because his limitations have been made stepping stones and now the sky is just the beginning.
Ẹ̀kọ́ tó kọ́ mi ní pé kí o máa wà hardworking kó lè wà ẹni kó wà hardworking nǹkan tẹ́yìn bá fẹ́ ṣe kó wà serious lé lórí so jọ̀kànjọ̀kàn ṣáà èèyàn wá surely make ẹ̀ message ní fún àwọn tó yẹ pé wọ́n wà complete tó yẹ pé wọ́n tẹ̀lé sáré sọ̀hún sásókè sásílẹ̀ tó yẹ kó dẹ̀ máa ṣe àwọn máa bẹ́ àwọn máa tọrọ káàkiri so lórí méjì mi kọ́ náà kọ́ lọ́ wà nǹkan ṣe so ìyá lè wù á mú máa proud pé àwọn ṣiṣẹ́ owó ọ̀hún àwọn dẹ̀ wà struggle so kò ní jẹ́ pé ẹnìkan máa fún wọn máa ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ so kọ́ náà wà nǹkan ṣe.
I can see some equipment inside in shop and some other things and the way customer that is attending to him.
Èmi náà support family because as a firstborn so mo ní láti support àwọn àbúrò mi for little things tó bá need mo lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn náà benefit ẹ̀ bí mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹgbà so mo benefit ni.
Okay, I think he's a better person. Indomie made him better.
Tí mo ní sọ fún Indomie ni pé kó try láti máa continue kó báyìí lọ so Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ máa help wọn náà.
Indeed, there is ability in every disability. For these three Nigerians, Khalil Bala, Dorcas Ayodele and Razak Omolade, their lives are different today because of an act by a company that has decided to give back to the society. What can we say to Indomie? Thank you, Indomie, for being great ambassadors of goodwill.
Wow. What can we say? I'm just so excited just to see all those people that were shown on that little clip just now. I have the names of the children again just to refresh your memory so you don't forget them. You ingrain them in your brains and in your heads because those children are just so awesome. But tonight we are having a new set of children who are going to win. Khalil Bala, if you remember, jumped into a burning house to save a younger sibling and got burned. And some of the research I've done shows that he had several skin grafting surgery. And yet, when we talk about heroes, there are people that are selfless. They don't even think about themselves. Take a look at how cheerful he was just now when he was talking about how much Indomie had done for him. There was not one sign of bitterness about all that surgery he had had. He was last year's winner, Khalil Bala. Second place was Dorcas Ayodele, who saved her baby brother from an impending accident by throwing him out of the road just in the nick of time. And one of the things I found was that from shock, she couldn't speak for a couple of days as a result of the shock of just being able to achieve that feat. And third is Razak Omodele, a crippled cobbler whose life has changed for the better. What can we say to Dufil Prima Foods PLC, makers of Indomie, but a resounding round of applause. Perhaps they are ahead of their time, recognizing children from now to ensure that they become better citizens. And what we can do is to hold their hand and support them in this absolutely gorgeous project which they have. It's time for us, a round of applause for Indomie. It's time for us to get to meet the Nigerian child. And while we're waiting to put that on show, permit me, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to introduce to you some of our friends who have joined us this evening to celebrate with all these wonderful, beautiful children that we have who have come to be with us and celebrate with us. Help me welcome from the National Assembly, member of the House of Representatives, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Honorable Chinenye Ike. If he's in the house, let's celebrate him. Thank you very much, Honorable, for making the time. I'd like to welcome and greet Mrs. Margaret Onubung, Executive Director, Association of Accounting Bodies in West Africa. She's representing the ICANN President. The Group Managing Director of UBA PLC is represented tonight by no less a formidable man in the person of Mr. Franz Ojielu, Relationship Director, Multinationals. And the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of Express Discount House, Mr. Kwesi Sago. Mr. Kwesi is in the house. We want to thank you for coming, sir, for joining the hero party of the Indomie brand. We thank you very much indeed. It's time, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to introduce to you a little clip, very short indeed, to introduce the indomitable Nigerian child. Enjoy.
The birth of a child marks the beginning of a new life, the hope of the future, the consistent link in the unbroken chain of humanity. In most African communities, childbirth is considered a very important traditional right, an essential social responsibility, a thing of great joy. Several thousands of Africans celebrate the birth of a new baby on a daily basis. The presence of children, as a necessary factor for bringing about large family, is traditionally seen in most African societies as a sign of wealth and prestige. To be childless, therefore, is typically cause for great concern and often pity, a phenomenon which has brought about people giving birth to more children than they can actually take care of. The United States Census Bureau in 2005 put Africa's overall birth rate to an estimate of 35.3 births per 1,000 people, the highest amongst the world's continents. Nigerian birth rate in the same year, however, was estimated at 40.6 births per 1,000 people. According to the same report submitted by UNICEF in 2006, about 6 million of these working children do not attend school at all, while an estimated 1 million children are practically forced to drop out of school due to poverty or because of parents' demand to contribute to the family income.
I found out that some parents, they are not bothered about what they are worth, whether they are in school. You know, because of this economic situation, in the morning, the father will take off to look for the daily bread. The mother will take off for her own business. The children are now left on their own. Sometimes, whether they go to school or not, the parents cannot tell, or because all of them comes back in the evening. So they wouldn't know what the child have been up to all the day, throughout the day. In some cases, it is a question of the economic situation of the family that to force some of these parents to send their children out in the morning to hawk and then come back. Some of them after hawking before they will come back to dress up to go to school. Another aspect of it is a peer group. Some of these children learn from, they learn from maybe some other children that are around them. And they instead of going to school in the morning, they dress up in the morning and say they are going to school. Instead of going to school, they'll end up somewhere. And the third aspect of it is the school authorities themselves. I remember during our own days, there's what we call exit card. You don't leave the school compound without an exit card. But these days, such things are not more there. A child can walk into any school and walk out at any time. Nobody checks, nobody bothers them. Some children even have outgrown the teachers and have grown even the principal, the authorities of the school. They now have gangs. That's why most of the time you hear that we have courts in primary, even in secondary schools.
Although, while some of these children still manage to stay in school and work in their spare time in order to pay school fees, missing out in classes is often inevitable due to work overload.
My father not let me to go to school, and as I supposed to be engineer.
In most homes in Nigeria, it's a common sight to see these helpless children engaged as house helps to prosperous urban families. In such cases, these children are further exposed to all sorts of abuse, ranging from sexual molestation to physical assault, as well as moral and psychological torments. While the physical and psychological torments play crucial roles in practically destroying the lives of these innocent children, other health-related hazards are also prevalent. A study conducted by UNICEF in 2001 revealed that most female children forced into early marriages as a result of financial constraints and similar social and economic factors suffer serious health hazards such as vesicovaginal fistula, VVF, other treatable diseases like malaria, diarrhea, typhoid, malnutrition, vaccine-preventable diseases, VPD, and acute respiratory tract infections, ART, accounted for more than 70% of deaths among these neglected and abused children. Now, with this deplorable condition of these children, won't one safely conclude that the future of Nigerian children is bleak? Well, not necessarily so, because there are still certain levels of hope for the future of the Nigerian child. Nigerian children, like many other children of the world, deserve the right to all the good things in life. They are hopeful, optimistic, and expectant. It is now a crucial challenge for us all to ensure that they fulfill their lofty hopes and aspiration. Now, who takes up the challenge? Dufil Prima, the manufacturer of Indomie noodles, the favorite noodle for children, is one organization that is most concerned with the well-being of the Nigerian children. While the company realizes that there are some walking street children out there who have been able to rise above the challenges and vagaries of their situation, it also believes that such admirable feat should not go unacknowledged and unrewarded. As part of the corporate social responsibility of Dufil Prima, the Hero Award is an initiative that seeks to identify, recognize, and celebrate the act of bravery amongst the Nigerian children while bringing to the fore our timeless values as a people. In spite of all challenges facing these children, they still manage, against all odds, to carve an admirable niche for themselves. They are the Nigerian children. They are young, yet matured.